just that desire to go and win things that you see week in, week out from him. You know, every time a goal goes in, he's the first person moaning. You know, but he wants it to be absolutely perfect, so that we come away from that. And when you look at this year, we've lost, I think, against 9 goals, 2 goals.
Remarkable. Yeah.
That is incredible. You know, the stats back up everything that Rangers have done this year.
This is Ibrox. Jim, quite a few times on the pod this season, we've spoke about Allan McGregor making really big saves at crucial times for Rangers. We were 3-0 up when he made it was a world-class save in the second half. It's fingertips, it's reflex, it's all the words you use with a top-class goalkeeper. But it was something that we have become quite accustomed to as far as Allan McGregor's been concerned. And what a save it was, wasn't it?
Certainly fantastic. It was funny because I was listening to the commentary and Kevin Thompson was doing the co-commentary, you know, and he almost kind of bypassed it. Well, that's a save you expect Allan to make. They're going, oh, right, okay, fine. So when the striker scores a goal and the goalie says, well, that's a goal that we expect him to score, you know, but it is the pieces of, you know, you see how he's so passionate. I mean, the game at Hamilton, where it was a poor performance and he has so many saves to make, and his desire and determination to make sure that the goal keeps intact, you know, shows how much, even at the age he's at the moment, that desire to win the championship, that desire to impress the standards that Tommy's talking about, coming for the manager, I think, goes towards guys like Allan McGregor, Stevie Davis, who have been over the course before, you know, so they're the captains on the pitch, you know, to make sure that standards are being maintained. But when you look at Allan, certainly for me, when he's come back to Rangers, he probably a strange statement I'm going to make, but when he was away at Hull and he was at Cardiff and Besiktas and stuff like that, for me, I thought it was an edge in that wasn't quite there, you know, because when you looked at him, he was becoming an accomplished goalkeeper. Yep. You know, the years that Walter came back and the championship was won in that, and then obviously he was still playing with Coist, he was there and still performing well. All of a sudden, everything changed. So for me, that edge you get from being an old firm player, you know, with the pressure that's there week in, week out. I'm not saying his performances were any the less, but it was just that desire to go and win things that you see week in, week out from him. You know, every time a goal goes in, he's the first person moaning, you know, but he wants it to be absolutely perfect, so that we come away from that. And we've when you look at this year, we've lost, I think, against 9 goals, 2 goals.
Remarkable. Yeah.
That is incredible. You know, the stats back up everything that Rangers have done this year. You know, and to have that, then you obviously need a goalkeeper on the top of his game. And I think one of the things that's at the start of the season where he was a wee bit unsure because he had 1 or 2 injuries, not quite getting to the level he was looking at. And looking at it from the outside, it gave John McLaughlin an opportunity to come in and perform at a level and show that he had a calmness, he had a consistency and a confidence to be a Rangers goalkeeper. You know, and I think that helps, you know, with Allan knowing that here's a guy coming up, he's wanting to play, he wants my place. So I need to be on my game week in, week out. You know, his ability to make saves that he produces, you know, at the big games and at the right time, you know, only he can answer that, you know, because his ability at this moment he's a more calm person. You know, if when you look back to him in the earlier years, you know, he's certainly a lot calmer that way. But what an asset he is to Rangers Football Club.
Fire's raging, I'm shaking. You wanna go out? I wanna stay a while.